The death and disease situation in South Africa is quite tragic. If you look at death, 42,000 people die every year from tobacco-related illnesses. We think that's a conservative figure because the research is not yet complete. But think about that as a number. Imagine if 2 jumbo jets were to crash every single week and kill everyone on board. Every week. That's the equivalent of the deaths by smoking. Smoking causes over 40 diseases directly. That includes cancers and emphysemas. But it's not only cancer of the lungs. For example, in patients who have bladder cancer, 95% of them are smokers. With HIV and AIDS, there are 2 things. The first is that your immune system is already compromised if you're a smoker. So you're more likely to contract HIV. If you have HIV, the chances of aggravating that position are exacerbated because of your immune system being compromised. Mothers who smoke during pregnancy create a risk for the fetus of many, many things later in life. Not only now can there be spontaneous abortion and underweight birth, but later in life there is an indication of a link between testicular cancer in males and breast cancer in females over the age of 30, a link to mothers smoking during pregnancy. Secondhand smoke is not only the smoke which is exhaled by the smoker. About 85% of smoke in a room comes from the tip of the cigarette while it's burning. That smoke is unfiltered by the cigarette filter, it's unfiltered by the smoker's lungs. And when non-smokers inhale that, can cause all the diseases that happen to smokers. Help is available. Call the National Quit line on 011 720 3145. There are several methods of quitting smoking. The first is cold turkey. Make the decision to quit and quit smoking. The key to that is making the decision, not to try to quit smoking. And that's important. If you say to yourself, I'm trying to quit, it's almost as if you're giving yourself permission not to succeed. But when you make the firm decision, I quit, I'm now a non-smoker, then you live your life as a non-smoker and you deal with the withdrawal symptoms. Some people think about quitting by cutting down first. And that is a mechanism. We suggest that for some people that would work, but there's ways to do that as well. Remember that smoking is a powerful addiction, but coupled with that you have the habit. So if you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, there's a way that people take cigarettes out of the packet and the way they put it in their mouth and light it up. That's all part of the ritual, the process and the habit. Now, instead of smoking fewer cigarettes, smoke half the cigarette. So you end up actually only smoking 10 cigarettes, but you are going through 20 rituals, and that eases the burden. But you have to have the date where you say, I'll smoke half of 20 cigarettes for 2 weeks or a week, I'll smoke half of 10 cigarettes for another week, and then I'll quit. Have the date in mind and be firm with yourself. We recommend the 5 Ds, just as a mechanism towards dealing with the withdrawal symptoms. First of all, drink water. That's good for your health generally, but water helps to wash nicotine out of your body. The second is deep breathing. So when you feel those little withdrawal symptoms, it's like, I have to have a cigarette. It's very simple. Relax your shoulders and take a deep breath in, pausing at the top. So it's in through your nose, close your eyes and relax. Hold for a count of 3 or 4. You don't want to strain, just relax and then out through your mouth. And the withdrawal symptoms go away. Here is the good news. A craving, when you get that feeling, I have to have a cigarette, only lasts about a minute, and then it goes away. The other Ds are discuss it with your friends and family. Tell them that you've quit. Tell them that you are now a non-smoker. When you get a craving, distract yourself. Do something different, because the craving only lasts about a minute. And the final D is delay the decision to smoke. When you get the craving, you can always say, you know what, I feel like a cigarette, but I'm not going to make that decision to smoke now. Delay it for a few minutes. It's actually quite simple. At the time it feels difficult, but if it does, you look back and you say, that was worth it. I'm now a non-smoker. Help is available. Call the National Quit line on 011 720 3145.